Guys, today I'm going to show you something crazy because we are about to see a signal flash, and this has happened a couple of times previously, and every time it has flashed previously, it has led into massive price action to the upside for Bitcoin. Now, this is something you need to prepare for right now because once this flashes, it is already too late and we have most likely already had some massive upside and we are probably midway through it or so. So I will talk about that. I will also talk about what you need to know, of course, on Bitcoin, on the short term and on the long term. So welcome back everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Let's get straight into it, guys. So on the 4-hourly time frame for Bitcoin, we are now seeing the support here on the edge of the orange box. We did find support here, and right now on the last couple of candles, we've been trying to break through the edge of the orange box here. We haven't really been able to do that. Right now, still struggling with that point. So yes, as you know, I showed you in my video yesterday, I did get out of a short-term short trade right at this level, which was shorted from here down to the support level down here. So I'm looking for that next trade. I will update you as soon as I enter that new trade as usual. Now, one interesting thing is the channel I showed you yesterday. You can see that this is still, being respected here on the downside. You can see the support right here. On the upside as well, you can see that we are having this trend line. It's really interesting because we were coming from a channel to the upside and now we are moving to the downside in a similar kind of fashion. So that's really interesting. But now let's talk about this massive buying signal for Bitcoin. So what we're talking about here is the hash ribbons. This is something I've been talking about previously. And what this signals basically, and this is on the weekly time frame, is miner capitulation. This is the point where we see miners say, okay, we're shutting down our systems. We are getting out of the crypto market. And they are basically capitulating. And every time we have seen this previously, and when we get this buy signal, we have had some massive price action for Bitcoin. Now, it's really hard to see right here because this is not logarithmic. So it's just squeezed because this was way back. This was back in 2011. But the data from this is basically, when you see the hash ribbons, I can show you on the latest one right here. When you see the hash ribbon, which are these two lines, you have the gray one and you have the colored one. When it's green, the miners, they are in a healthy state. But when this starts to cross here and we go into the red, that is where miners start capitulating. And then it's just a matter of time before they start being profitable again. And every time they become profitable again, it has been a good buying signal. This is why it says buy here, because from that point you can see what, let me take this from the beginning here instead. So the first one, we had this, you can see the blue line is right at this point. You can see that we had massive price action here. We had massive price action here as well. Boom. After this one, straight up. After this one, we had massive rallies. This one as well. This one, massive rallies, and it continues. Now, this one is interesting because right here on this signal, you can see that we started to go up. We did actually go up significantly. We went from, 6,000-ish up to over 10,000. So that was a 65% pump. But then came the COVID crash, which was, of course, a black swan event, a massive liquidity event here for the entire financial world, basically. But then we got this buy signal again. So basically, if you bought here and just held, you were still in the profit. As long as you didn't sell on the COVID crash, you were still in the profit here. But we got another chance right here. This should be here. Boom. Straight up after that. Up after this one. Up after this one as well. So this is actually an interesting one as well. This is the second peak during the last cycle where we had a 100% pump on Bitcoin on the buy here. So you need to prepare right now because you can see that we have started to cross here, or we have already crossed, meaning that right now we are in capitulation mode. Miners are capitulating as we speak. And eventually you are going to have a cross here. The red is going to go above the gray one. You're going to get this buy signal. You see the red one here, capitulation continues. And then we start to see this cross here. That is the buy signal. Now I am going to keep you updated as soon as we are crossing here. I will of course update you, But this is where you want to pay attention. We are right now in accumulation phase. This is where you want to buy Bitcoin on the dips. You want to add to your long-term portfolio. But also, as I've been saying, I'm expecting this to take a couple of weeks. And yes, we are going to trend upwards, I believe. And we are going to try to play this volatility as well, because we are going to have massive swings. So long term, we're watching this. Good buying signal about to flash. And we're also watching the markets move to the up and to the downside, trying to take advantage of that. And if you want to claim a $4,530 bonus, make sure to sign up to Bybit using my link right here. Guys, that's what I got for you. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.